They're in my house.
Critic is coming from inside the house.
Nash, everyone knows you don't have a house.
He's homeless.
They can't be in your house. That chair doesn't look nearly filthy enough.
I do have to give them credit. Some of that backlit little window that they had there, that's kind of some authentic 1960s Star Trek effects going on there.
It's true.
Because that's kind of how they did it back in the day. They just put a light bulb behind some weirdly colored plastic, and there was your set piece.
Did he just say the cyclone proverb?
Cyclone, yeah.
Yeah, they had to.
I'm pretty sure he said cyclone. Okay.
Yeah, they again.
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard's estate.
They had to change the name of the race, just like they did in with his name, because otherwise copyright.
And the last people you want on your ass about any sort of copyright crap is the Church of Scientology.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've got a navy.
Actually, no. In this day and age, you kind of do want them because, hey, Streisand effect.
That's true.
If the Church of Scientology doesn't want you to show something, then immediately everybody wants to see it.
Exactly.
Good, bad, or not.
Exactly.
There still might be time to get this banned by the Church of Scientology. Hang on, wait,
swap
I'm
out
going to go
the
for
Church
it.
of Scientology
Fuck
for
L. Ron Hubbard.
Xenu is my homeboy.
Have you guys talked about Noah's neck chin? His hair coming out of his neck.
Oh, the infamous neck beard, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I met him in person, I thought that was just, him. But no, it's just amazing makeup.
It looks so realistic.
And I just noticed,
Does he braid it?
Maybe. I just noticed, I also, with seeing Kalen's jacket there, I've got a very similar 80s inspired, covered in badges and, patches jacket. I could totally cosplay as her.
Hey, you know what? I've got one of those jackets from the actual 80s.
Ooh.
That I wore because I was 14 in the 80s.
You're old.
I'm old. Fuck you, kid.
Oh,
old.
Nash, you're older than me?
Yeah, I hit 36 on October 14th.
Oh.
Whoa!
Yeah, Nash is like
Papa.
you're like the second oldest person on Tigwatig.
Yep.
So you're only 5 years older. How could you have been a teenager in the 80s?
I was 10 in 86, so 87, 88. Yeah, I was 13, 14, 89.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You really enjoy the 80s.
I feel like a baby now.
it's okay, you are.
That's a good feeling.
I haven't been the youngest person in a group in a long time. Although I'm probably sure among you guys I'm not the youngest here.
How old are you?
I just turned 27 last Sunday.
Yeah, you're younger than me. I'm 27, but I'll be 28 in December. So.
I'm 29.
You're all about to hit 30.
Don't remind me.
You.
Don't remind me.
Oh, I remember the
31
angst
in there.
I remember the angsting. I laugh at you.
Oh man,
I'm perfectly fine. I'm getting married.
I started angsting about birthdays when I turned 13. So
I love Justin, but he's absolute shit with a Wii controller.
I might be able to. I might just be. Yeah, you're right. Oh, look, he heard you.
Man, you should see him in Monster Hunter.
Dear God, the man on that TV screen is very handsome, isn't he, everyone? I really wish there was some sort of a line where the critic reacted to seeing
I'm
Zod.
I'm about to get in trouble. Is he wearing mascara as Zod?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
I'm
explains
fired.
why I suddenly find him sexy.
I find
Yep, I'm
everyone
fired.
sexy.
Hot eyelashes.
I really think that Doug should have had some scene where where he saw Zod for the first time and was like, "Oh my God, I'm strangely attracted to that man."
I think I can see the camera shining on his forehead.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're trying to get us in trouble. You're trying, goddamn.
I'm so fired.
You're just lucky.
You
Holly
gotta work with.
was meant to be taking part. Unfortunately, she was at a sports game yesterday and yelled too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think I know which one.
But we're all safe. No one will listen to this.
Except for all the people who will listen to it.
Nah, they
Just
won't.
say really offensive things, and then
Longest
we'll never
death
hear the
gag
end of it.
ever.
He's Canadian. He'll be fine.
Not a longer death gag in Buffy the Vampire Slayer the movie.
And I mean, if he's not fine, he's Canadian.
He's in a lot of pain. He's used to pain.
Just put a tidbit in it and walk it off.
It's kind of like.
Can I
Jack
remind
Harkness.
everyone that I am Canadian and tread lightly?
No.
Did you see his review of
No.
that
No.
Thanksgiving?
No.
Did you see his review of that Thanksgiving horror? He's definitely used to being in pain.
I think
Ass
it's been a while
fucking
since Phelan died so much. He died like 6 times in this movie.
You know
It
what's kind
really
of
makes it
hilarious?
sound painful.
What's kind of hilarious? I want to see someone do this to the Doctor someday. Generation stab, just keep burning through those fuckers.
Have you ever heard Full Fathom 5? One of the Unbounds? Because that happens.
Oh, no, I've not heard that one. Is that the one with David Warner?
No, that's a different one. There were 6 of them. One of them, it's the one where the Doctor's evil. Or he's very desperate to get the TARDIS back. And he gets killed at the end, and then regeneration killed. Let's see how many more of these he's got left. It was very
Why didn't he just divert the excess regeneration energy into an extra hand?
Because this was done before the new season. Before the new series.
He can totally do that, right? That's how it works, isn't it?
Because Russell T. Davies is a twat.
Agreed. Oh, I found out something interesting about the behind the scenes of the film. In the script, the minions were meant to be wearing like stormtrooper type masks, and it was Doug when filming. Doug before filming decided he wanted them to wear the masks because it would make them be able to, you could have one size fits all, and they would, they could see out of it easier. It would be easier to film with, which is fair enough. But then Rob said that. He got onto the set after they'd filmed a couple of scenes with them, and he looked at them and he went, "Holy shit, Doug's never seen Hagan's reviews. Oh dear."
Fail.
So that's why.
I would have assumed it was a reference.
You're saying he had delicious treats ahead of him.
So that's why they're wearing the masks. Although, yeah, I do think they should have lampshaded it somehow in the film. I have no idea how.
Yeah, when I saw them for the first time in I don't know if it was part 1, I was thinking, so are Turtle and Zod in league with Diamanda? That's kind of interesting.
If it's having them there with all the masks and all, and not lampshading it. It's a bit like having a mad scientist played by, say, Brad, and then not referencing Insano in some way. It just, it's just a bit odd.
Electrical tape!
Every goddamn time.
So, do you think they realize...
I swear to...
Go ahead.
So, did they script actual
Honestly?
dialogue for know what to say there or throughout the whole muted segment?
Probably it was probably longer than what he said, and then they cut it off, but not for the whole thing, probably. But
That was pretty good.
I wonder if it was partially ad-libbed.
Could well be. Noah is very good at ad-libbing.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them are in the room with him?
Yeah, several people could have just shot Joe right there.
Yeah.
That's quite a helmet there.
Doug hears that a lot.
He looks so cartoonish, but it's awesome.
What points about CR's visor he's wearing? They're going for Geordi on Star Trek, but it looks more like Cyclops. Seriously, I want someone to take a shot for CR in this and, like, CGI a concussive blast coming out of his eyes.
Did you say take a shot when I see CR? I can do that.
Take one of his shots and CGI a concussive blast coming out of his visor.
Sorry, hard to take a shot.
Well, you're taking shots regardless of CR or not.
Well, yeah, but now I have an excuse. So it sounds like I'm not a lush.
You ever notice how at least one of those guns is a shotgun, yet it's firing like a rifle?
Yeah, I did see that.
I like that he's wearing his glasses underneath the helmet. Somehow that amuses me terribly.
Sylvester Stallone was doing that as well. So, have any of you seen the new Dredd movie?
No, I haven't.
did.
Not yet.
It's great.
I'm looking for.
If you haven't, go and watch it. It's been a financial, not quite a bomb, but not very good. Please try to see it in the cinema. It'll increase the chance of a sequel.
This scene just drove me nuts. Why is no one hitting anything?
I think the scene could have been cut by a few minutes.
Why is no one hitting anything? Why can't stormtroopers hit a fucking thing? It's
Well, these guys are supposed to be highly specialized, right? They only have
Don't
one
want
job,
the
but they do it really well.
stormtroopers.
But anyway, yeah, Dredd was very good. I think Brad might have oversold it a little bit. He said it was like the best action movie of the past 10 years.
Right.
But it was really good.
I'd refer to it as the best Western action film in the last 15 years. Very.
Not as good as
The
the
Raid
Raid.
Redemption was better, but that movie was amazing.
That's why I said best Western.
Yeah.
Though with amusingly about Dredd, I remember reading the director was fired in editing because and the writer Alex Garland took over directing and filmed reshoots where they basically increased the gore.
Credit where it's due. That's actually a pretty impressive green screen multiplication technique.
It's sort of like Apocalypse Now meets the Sound of Music going on there. Because it's so bright and cheery, and it's nice open field, and
it's reminded me of the okay, they only got 3 guys now, but yeah, it's like the episode of Lex where you had the Vietnam War was being continued by a bunch of guys who were captured by the North Vietnamese, and they got out of jail 30 years later, and they decided to refight the Vietnam War on a golf course while the Pope, who's a woman and a cannibal, is trying to kill this guy and eat him. Yeah. Reminds me of that for some reason.
It sounds like I need to see that.
It's this
Lex?
great.
Oh yeah, Lex, great show.
Yeah, great Canadian-German co-production.
Great show.
Yeah, Canadian-German co-production.
Everyone here knows what Lex is.
Oh, I've been a Lex fan since it first came out over here.
Oh, Lex is amazing. Lex is non-stop amazing. Aside from when it was shit. But when it wasn't shit, it was amazing.
Yeah, Lex is the second most...
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. It was the second most imaginative...
show?
Yeah. Second most imaginative sci-fi show of all time.
What are you classifying as most imaginative?
Doctor Who classic series.
A sci-fi
Yeah, I'll agree with
show
that.
a sci-fi show I've been getting a lot into lately, and I blame Lewis mainly, Blake 7. If none of you have seen that, try it.
Classic.
Try and
Heard
check
of
it
it.
out. It is awesome.
Blake 7, otherwise known as Firefly 30 years earlier with much less budget.
Yeah.
And more English accents.
Blake 7 was amazing.
I gotta admit, the effect here was pretty good. Okay, well, not the throwing them in the air. But I like the palm slam that launched the guy.
Finally, some sexy up in this thing.
I think I might be the only one who actually likes this whole part as it is. I like the fact that everything keeps adding and making everything more and more ludicrous. You know, you got the stuff with the guns on the planet, and you have more. Then you have Banzai. Then you have special weapons regarding. It's just getting more and more insane. Because this is easily the best Tig movie.
I can so easily picture that
Anthony.
being your bedroom life, Nash.
Oh, bye.
It's the only Tig movie that doesn't make me pull my
You know
hair
what
out,
I can
so.
picture? Your testicles hanging in orbit.
Why are you picturing my testicles, Nash?
Why would he not be looking for your testicles?
That's a good point. They're pretty spectacular. What the fuck am I talking about?
You're liquored up and you're flirting with everyone.
Well, if they didn't want that, then they shouldn't have been so sexy. Rum.
Speaking of sexy,
Oh my gosh.
Look at that first
Banzai is committed to sparkle motion, I gotta say.
He was strong enough to only do that. That's
It's gonna be so weird when I'm sober for the last two parts of this.
Keep drinking.
I just realized they just did a Warner Brothers Looney Tunes joke with the gun, the hand over hand.
Just the one?
That's a very classic one.
Mars Attacks
Yeah, pretty much
reference.
Doug's MO is ripping off Looney Tunes.
And Mars Attacks, don't run. We are your friends. Don't run. We are your friends. Hello, I'm going to talk at the camera some more. Ah! I sort of thought Turtle sounds like Alistair. Fucking hell.
Copyright. You should
So pretty.
I'm pretty sure Battlefield Earth came up before,
Yeah. And sorry, better describe Turtle. My impersonation of Spoonie's impersonation of Turtle sounds like Alistair.
I kind of want to see that now.
I do too.
Really should have. I'm guessing they filmed this after the main body of filming. If they filmed it at the time, I think they would have convinced a couple of people who were there to don the masks and costumes as well to make it a little bit more numbers.
Hmm.
Well, the filming schedule was really kind of
Obvious green screen.
They barely got everything done.
Well, isn't it always that way?
No, actually, the year before they had a little bit more time, but this year it was really, really right to the last minute and late night shooting. This was kind of a grueling one. I mean, the work paid off, but it was really not an easy shoot.
I thought it was Suburban Nights where they were really, really pushed because they lost like 80% of the shooting days.
I mean, really, we've been giving it a little bit of shit, but there's no question this is a very impressive technical feat,
it is.
especially considering the constraints that everyone operates under.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No argument there.
Yep.
There's a Han Solo gun.
Love the Han Solo gun.
And you know what? I'm proud of myself because I can't remember the model number of it.
Isn't it a Blast Tech E101?
You gotta take pride in your
Maybe.
I'm not proud of myself anymore.
Why didn't they tell...
What the hell? Why did I press the
why didn't they transport the Critic?
Because Brad's sexier?
Because shut up.
And we'll see you all for part 5.